Imagine standing at a crossroads, staring down two paths. One feels safe, familiar, and predictable. The other is uncharted, unknown, and a little terrifying. Now ask yourself, which path would you choose? Paying attention to your inner knowing is the most crucial thing you can do to run your life. Because if you don't pay attention to the inner knowing, it's in moments like these, moments of decision, that our lives are shaped. Not by chance, not by circumstances, but by the choices we dare to make. Every success story you've ever heard, every breakthrough, every triumph began with one thing: a decision. But let's be real, decisions are hard. They demand courage, clarity, and a willingness to take risks. Yet within each decision lies a power so profound that it can rewrite your story, transform your reality, and take your life to levels you never imagined. And so today we're not just going to talk about decisions. We're going to uncover the secret behind their transformative power and how you can wield it to create the life you truly deserve. Let's dive into the power of decision. Decisions are the invisible architects of our lives, carving the pathways we walk and defining the lives we lead. They are the threads that weave the fabric of our destiny, binding together our choices, actions, and outcomes into a cohesive narrative. When we say decisions shape destiny, we're acknowledging an undeniable truth. Where we end up in life is a direct result of the decisions we make, consciously or unconsciously. Every great achievement begins with a decision. Think about it. Behind every success story is a defining moment when someone chose to act, to risk, to move forward despite uncertainty. It wasn't fate that propelled them, it was choice. The decisions we make don't just alter our present circumstances, they send ripples into the future, creating opportunities, challenges, and outcomes that build upon one another. Our lives are the cumulative result of these moments of decision. Yet, despite their profound impact, decisions are often underestimated. We make countless small choices daily without recognizing their significance. What to eat, how to spend our time, whether to scroll through our phones or pick up a book. These decisions seem trivial, but compound over time. Small, consistent choices can either propel us toward success or lead us down a path of stagnation. The trajectory of our lives often hinges not on monumental decisions, but on the tiny ones made repeatedly, day after day. At the same time, there are pivotal moments in life when a single decision can alter everything. These are the moments that demand courage and clarity. The decision to leave an unfulfilling job, to pursue a passion, to forgive someone, or to take a leap of faith. These are the choices that define us. Such decisions require stepping out of our comfort zones and embracing the unknown. They are rarely easy, but they are always necessary for growth. What holds many people back from making transformative decisions is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. It all acts as a barrier to action. But here's the truth. Not making a decision is still a decision. Choosing to stay in the same place, to avoid risk, to let circumstances dictate your path is itself a choice, and it's one that often leads to regret. The key to overcoming this fear is understanding that every decision is a learning opportunity. Even if you make a choice that doesn't lead to the outcome you hope for, you gain experience, wisdom, and resilience. And clarity is another essential component of impactful decision-making. Without a clear vision of what we want, our decisions are often reactive rather than intentional. People drift through life, hoping for change, but lacking direction, because they haven't decided what they truly desire. Clarity creates focus, and focus gives decisions their power. When you know what you want, whether it's a healthier body, a more fulfilling career, deeper relationships, your decisions align with that vision and progress becomes inevitable. But decisions alone are not enough. They must be followed by commitment. A decision without action is merely a wish, a fleeting thought that dissipates without leaving a mark. True decisions are backed by resolve, a refusal to give up, even in the face of setbacks. This commitment transforms a decision into a driving force that propels you forward no matter the challenges. Consider the stories of those who have achieved greatness. Behind their triumphs are moments when they made decisions that defied logic, comfort, or convention. They chose to invest in themselves, to work tirelessly, to believe in a vision that no one else could see. They understood that their destiny was not a matter of chance, but of choice. It's important to recognize that the power of decision is not limited by circumstances. People often believe that external factors, money, background, or luck, determine their future. While these factors may influence the journey, they do not dictate the destination. History is full of examples of individuals who rose above their circumstances through the sheer power of their decisions. They decided not to be defined by their past, but by their vision for the future. Ultimately, the decisions we make are reflections of the standards we set for ourselves. If you decide to accept mediocrity, that's what you'll get. If you decide to strive for excellence, you'll find ways to achieve it. Your destiny is shaped not by what happens to you, but by how you choose to respond. So the question is, what decisions are you making today? Are they aligned with the life you want to create? Are you choosing growth or are you choosing comfort? Remember, every decision, no matter how small, is a step in the direction of your destiny. Decisions shape destiny because they are the bridge between intention and reality. They turn dreams into plans and plans into action. When you embrace the power of decision, you take control of your life. You stop waiting for the future to happen and start creating it. And in doing so, you realize that your destiny is not something you find, it's something you decide. Clarity is power. It's a phrase that resonates deeply because it embodies a fundamental truth. When you know exactly what you want, you unlock the ability to channel your energy, focus, and resources toward achieving it. Clarity is the cornerstone of success, the foundation upon which every great achievement is built. Without it, even the most ambitious goals remain elusive, shrouded in uncertainty and distraction. In life, people often feel stuck, overwhelmed, or directionless. They chase goals that seem important or desirable, but lack a clear understanding of what they truly want. This lack of clarity creates confusion, indecision, and a sense of being lost. It's like trying to navigate an unfamiliar city without a map. You may move in circles or take wrong turns, but progress is slow and exhausting. On the other hand, clarity acts as a compass, guiding you toward your destination with precision and purpose. When you are clear about your goals, decisions become easier. There's no room for doubt or hesitation because you know what aligns with your vision and what doesn't. Clarity cuts through the noise of distractions and competing priorities. It helps you recognize opportunities that will bring you closer to your goals and avoid those that won't. This ability to focus is one of the most powerful advantages of clarity. It allows you to direct your energy toward actions that matter, maximizing your impact. And with clarity comes confidence. And with confidence comes confidence. And with confidence comes commitment. Clarity also empowers you to communicate your desires effectively. When you know what you want, you can articulate it clearly to others, whether it's in your personal relationships, professional pursuits, or collaborative efforts. This clarity of communication inspires confidence in others, attracts support, and ensures that everyone involved understands the vision and the steps needed to achieve it. Without clarity, misunderstandings and misaligned efforts become inevitable, leading to frustration and wasted time. Fear often thrives in the absence of clarity. Uncertainty about what we want or how to get there can create anxiety and paralyze us into inaction. But when you gain clarity, fear begins to dissipate. Knowing what you want gives you the courage to pursue it because the path forward becomes visible. Clarity doesn't eliminate challenges, but it equips you with the confidence to face them. It's the antidote to doubt, replacing hesitation with determination. Clarity doesn't just apply to long-term goals. It's equally vital in the moment-to-moment decisions that shape our daily lives. When you start your day with clarity about your priorities, you can approach tasks with intention and purpose. Instead of reacting to circumstances or distractions, you take charge of your time and energy. This sense of control is deeply empowering and allows you to accomplish more in less time. One of the most transformative aspects of clarity is its ability to create alignment. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions are all aligned with a clear vision, you experience a sense of flow and harmony. This alignment eliminates internal conflict, where part of you wants one thing while another part pulls in a different direction. With clarity, you operate from a place of unity where every part of your being is working toward the same goal. This state of alignment is not only powerful, but also deeply fulfilling. Clarity also brings freedom. It liberates you from the burden of indecision and the regret of missed opportunities. When you know what you want, you stop second guessing yourself or wondering if you've made the right choice. Instead, you move forward with confidence, knowing that your decisions are rooted in a clear understanding of your values and priorities. This freedom from doubt allows you to take bold action and seize opportunities without hesitation. Achieving clarity, however, requires introspection and effort. It's not always easy to define what you truly want because it demands honesty and self-awareness. You must be willing to look inward, examine your desires, and confront any fears or limiting beliefs that obscure your vision. Clarity often comes from asking difficult questions. What do I want to achieve? Why does it matter to me? What am I willing to sacrifice to attain it? The answers to these questions form the foundation of your clarity and give you the power to move forward with purpose. Clarity is not a one-time achievement, it's an ongoing process. As you grow and evolve, your goals and desires may change, requiring you to refine your vision. This is natural and necessary. Staying committed to the pursuit of clarity ensures that you remain aligned with your true purpose and avoid drifting aimlessly through life. Ultimately, clarity is what separates those who succeed from those who merely dream. It transforms vague aspirations into actionable goals and turns confusion into confidence. When you are clear about what you want, you step into your power and become unstoppable. Clarity isn't just a tool. It's a force that propels you toward the life you were meant to live. Clarity is power because it unlocks your potential, focuses your energy, and eliminates the obstacles of doubt and distraction. And it's the key to turning your dreams into reality. And it all begins with the decision to seek clarity in everything you do. Fear is a powerful force. It's a sensation that grips your chest, races your heart, and whispers doubts into your mind. Most people see fear as a barrier, a signal to stop, retreat, or avoid the unknown. But what if fear could be something more? What if fear wasn't a roadblock, but a catalyst? A driving force that propels you toward growth, transformation, and achievement. Understanding fear as a catalyst begins with redefining its role in our lives and recognizing that its presence often marks the edge of something meaningful. Fear's a natural response to uncertainty or risk, and it often appears when we are on the brink of change or facing the unfamiliar. It's our brain's way of protecting us, warning us to stay safe and avoid danger. But the irony is that fear often arises not in the face of real threats, but in moments when we're stepping outside our comfort zone, where real growth happens. When viewed through the right lens, fear isn't a signal to stop. It's a signal to pay attention. It's a sign that you're standing at the threshold of an opportunity to stretch, evolve, and discover what you're truly capable of. Think about the times in life when you felt the most fear. Perhaps it was before a major life decision like starting a new job, moving to a new city, or pursuing a dream that seemed just out of reach. Those moments of fear weren't just obstacles. They were invitations to act. They were the universe's way of saying, this matters. Fear, in these instances, wasn't holding you back. It was pointing the way forward. Fear has the unique ability to sharpen our focus and heighten our awareness. When you're afraid, your senses become more acute, your mind more alert. This state of heightened awareness can be a tremendous asset when navigating challenges. It pushes you to prepare, to think creatively, and to act decisively. Fear forces you to confront your doubts and develop the resilience to push through them. It's in the process of facing fear that you discover strength and courage you didn't know you had. One of the most profound aspects of fear is its relationship with growth. Growth is inherently uncomfortable because it requires stepping into the unknown. Fear is the discomfort that accompanies that process, but every time you move through fear, you expand your capacity to handle uncertainty, risk, and adversity. The more you confront fear, the less power it holds over you. Over time, what once seemed terrifying becomes manageable, and what once felt impossible becomes a new normal. Fear is also an incredible teacher. It reveals what matters most to us and where our deepest values lie. If you fear failing at something, it's often because that goal or dream holds significant meaning for you. Fear highlights the areas of life where you care deeply, where your passion and purpose intersect. By paying attention to what you fear, you gain insight into what truly drives you and what's worth pursuing despite the risks. But using fear as a catalyst requires a shift in mindset. Instead of viewing fear as a signal to retreat, you must learn to see it as a challenge to overcome. This doesn't mean recklessly ignoring fear or pretending it doesn't exist. It means acknowledging fear, understanding its source, and deciding to move forward anyway. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the willingness to act in spite of it. To harness fear as a catalyst, you must also learn to embrace failure as part of the process. Fear often stems from the possibility of failure, but failure is not the end. It's a stepping stone. Every great success story is built on a foundation of failures that taught valuable lessons, refined strategies, and built resilience. When you stop fearing failure and start seeing it as feedback, fear loses its power to paralyze you. Another way to use fear as a catalyst is to reframe it as excitement. Fear and excitement are closely related emotions. Both involve a surge of adrenaline and a heightened state of awareness. The difference lies in how we interpret those sensations. By shifting your perspective, you can turn the nervous energy of fear into the empowering energy of anticipation. Instead of thinking, I'm afraid to fail, you can think, I'm excited to try. History is filled with examples of individuals who turn fear into a driving force. Innovators, leaders, and visionaries often face immense fear when challenging the status quo or pursuing their dreams. What set them apart wasn't a lack of fear, but their ability to act despite it. They understood that fear was a natural part of the journey and that moving through it was the key to achieving greatness. Ultimately, fear as a catalyst means using it as a guide, a motivator, and a teacher. It means recognizing that fear is often a sign that you're on the verge of something important. When you feel fear, instead of shrinking back, lean in. Ask yourself what it's trying to tell you, what lies on the other side, and what's worth risking for the chance to grow. Fear will always be part of the human experience, but it doesn't have to hold you back. When you embrace fear as a catalyst, you unlock its potential to push you beyond your limits and toward a life of courage, growth, and fulfillment. Decisions are powerful catalysts for change, but they do more than just alter the course of our lives in a single moment. They create momentum. Momentum is the driving force that propels us forward, even when obstacles arise or when we feel like giving up. The beauty of decisions is that once made, they set things into motion, generating a chain reaction of events, actions, and opportunities that keep us moving. A single decision, no matter how small it may seem, can spark a process that gradually builds, gaining strength and power with every subsequent choice we make. The key to success is understanding that momentum doesn't just happen on its own. It's created through the consistent decisions we make. When you make a decision, you are not only choosing a specific course of action, but you are also committing to it, giving yourself a reason to keep moving forward. This commitment to act is the starting point of momentum. Without it, we remain stagnant, overwhelmed by the infinite possibilities and choices that exist. But once you commit to a decision, you eliminate indecision, and the fog of uncertainty begins to clear. Suddenly, you know where to focus your energy, and that clarity fuels action. It doesn't matter whether the decision is big or small. The moment you decide, you give yourself the power to create movement. For example, think about a time when you decided to make a change in your life. Perhaps you chose to start a fitness routine, take a new job, or go back to school. That initial decision, whether you felt fully ready or not, began the process of momentum. As you took action, perhaps by going for a jog, sending in an application, or attending a class, you began to feel a shift. Each action you took toward your goal built upon the one before it, slowly gaining traction. Even if the first step was small, it was a necessary piece of the puzzle that moved you forward. The more you acted on that decision, the more momentum you generated. What may have started as a simple choice snowballed into a powerful force that propelled you toward greater success. This process of momentum works both in positive and negative directions. Every decision you make either accelerates you toward your desired outcome or drags you further away from it. The choices you make today create the foundation for tomorrow's actions. And if you make the wrong decisions, they can lead to inertia or even a downward spiral. In the same way that small positive decisions build momentum, small negative decisions can slowly undermine your progress. Momentum is also powerful because it builds confidence. When you take decisive action and start seeing results, even small ones, you begin to believe in your ability to keep going. Success, no matter how incremental, fosters the belief that you are capable and that the next step will lead to something even greater. This confidence is vital because it fuels the next decision you make, propelling you forward once again. Deliberate pain so that you're making the right decisions to begin with. With each decision and each action you take, the momentum builds, creating a feedback loop that drives you toward your ultimate goal. However, momentum doesn't just happen automatically after a single decision. It requires sustained effort. It's not just about making a decision and waiting for things to change on their own. It's about following through even when it feels difficult or when progress is slow. As with anything worth pursuing, momentum comes from consistency. When you continuously make decisions that align with your vision, you reinforce your commitment and maintain forward movement. Even when challenges arise, the momentum you've built helps you push through because you've already gained some traction and it feels easier to take the next step. Consider the example of someone who decides to start a business. The initial decision to take the leap is huge, but that decision alone won't create momentum. What creates momentum is the daily set of decisions that follow, setting goals, developing a plan, learning new skills, networking, and so on. Each decision builds upon the previous one. Each step taken adds to the momentum, gradually transforming that small initial decision into an unstoppable force that leads to success. In contrast, when you delay making decisions, you're robbing yourself of the momentum that could carry you forward. Indecision breeds stagnation, which leads to frustration and a sense of helplessness. Without decisions, nothing happens. But with each decision, you create movement, and with movement comes the possibility of progress. In essence, the more decisions you make, the more you create the conditions necessary for momentum to thrive. The beauty of momentum is that it doesn't require perfection. You don't need to have all the answers, and you don't need to know exactly how everything will unfold. What matters is making that first decision and committing to act on it. Once you do, you set in motion a process that with persistence and focus leads to greater results than you could have imagined. Every decision becomes a stepping stone, propelling you towards something bigger. And the more momentum you generate, the easier it becomes to make the next decision and the next one after that until you've created a powerful wave of progress that carries you to success. So the next time you feel stuck or uncertain, remember that decisions create momentum. The act of deciding is the spark that sets everything into motion. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect plan. Take action now and let your decisions fuel the momentum that will carry you to where you want to go. Commitment is one of the most powerful forces we can harness in our lives. It is the unwavering dedication to a purpose, a goal, or a vision that fuels our journey, regardless of the obstacles or challenges that arise along the way. It is the force that drives us to follow through on our promises, to stay focused in the face of adversity, and to maintain our course even when it feels like the odds are stacked against us. Commitment is not just a decision, it is a mindset, a belief in the importance of what we are doing, and the willingness to see it through to the end no matter what. The power of commitment lies in its ability to transform intentions into actions. Many people have big dreams and lofty goals, but only a few of them ever reach those heights. Why? Because without commitment, dreams remain just that, dreams. Commitment turns dreams into reality. It's the difference between wishing for success and actively pursuing it. When we commit, we make a pact with ourselves that we are going to do whatever it takes to achieve our goals, even if the path is difficult or uncertain. Commitment forces us to rise above the excuses, distractions, and doubts that often hold us back. It's easy to start something new with enthusiasm, but sustaining that momentum is where commitment plays its most significant role. Life is full of distractions, temptations, and unexpected turns that can easily derail us from our chosen path. But when we are truly committed, we don't allow these challenges to defeat us. Instead, we find ways to navigate through them. We learn to push through discomfort, delay gratification, and make sacrifices when necessary because we understand that the end goal is worth it. Commitment teaches us resilience. It teaches us to keep going when everything inside of us says to quit. Moreover, commitment is not just about the destination, it's about the journey. It's the dedication to the process that enables growth, learning, and development. Commitment shapes who we become along the way. It forces us to stretch beyond our current capabilities, to challenge our assumptions, and to evolve into the person we need to be to achieve our goals. When we commit, we align ourselves with the values and principles that will guide us through every decision, every challenge, and every step forward. It's about being present in the moment and giving our best, regardless of the outcome. The power of commitment also extends to how we face setbacks and failures. There is no success story without obstacles, no breakthrough without struggle, but it's our commitment that determines whether we bounce back or give up. When faced with a failure, someone who is committed will see it as an opportunity to learn, adjust, and improve rather than a reason to abandon the pursuit. Commitment teaches us that setbacks are not permanent roadblocks. They are part of the process of growth. Every mistake, every failure, and every challenge is simply a lesson on the way to achieving something greater. Commitment helps us see these experiences for what they are, stepping stones, not stumbling blocks. In addition, commitment provides clarity and focus. When we commit to something, we eliminate distractions. We stop wasting time on things that don't align with our goals. Commitment sharpens our vision, allowing us to see what is truly important and discard the rest. It helps us prioritize, stay disciplined, and put in the hard work required to achieve success. This clarity is invaluable because it prevents us from getting sidetracked by shiny new ideas, fleeting opportunities, or the temptation to compare ourselves to others. When we are fully committed, we become laser focused on our own path and our own progress, and that focus becomes a powerful tool in achieving our desired outcome. True commitment also requires sacrifice. It requires us to give up something, whether it's comfort, time, money, or convenience, in order to pursue our goal. This is where many people falter. They want the rewards of success, but they are unwilling to make the necessary sacrifices. Commitment forces us to ask, how badly do I want this? It challenges us to be honest with ourselves about what we are willing to give in exchange for the life we desire. When we understand that success requires sacrifices, we become more prepared to make them without resentment. Commitment makes it easier to see the bigger picture and understand that the temporary discomforts are worth the long-term rewards. The power of commitment can be seen in countless examples of individuals who have achieved greatness. These people did not achieve success by following a whim or by taking the easy route. They achieved success because they were committed to their vision. They showed up every day, they did the work, and they remained dedicated to their purpose no matter how challenging or discouraging the road became. The common thread that ties all successful people together is their commitment to their goals and the belief that they could and would achieve them no matter what. In the end, commitment is the bridge between where we are now and where we want to be. It is the force that drives us forward, even when the road is rough and the future uncertain. Without commitment, we are adrift, floating aimlessly with no clear direction. But with commitment, we gain the strength to persevere, the clarity to stay focused, and the resilience to overcome any obstacle. The power of commitment is not just in the big moments of achievement, but in every small decision to keep going, to keep believing, and to keep moving forward. It is through our commitment that we unlock our potential and create the lives we've always dreamed of. Choice is freedom. It is the ability to determine our own path, to navigate life according to our own desires, values, and beliefs. In a world where circumstances can sometimes seem overwhelming or beyond our control, the power of choice is what sets us free. It gives us the ability to shape our reality and directs the course of our lives. Every day we are presented with countless choices, from the most significant to the smallest, and each of these choices holds the potential to unlock new possibilities. The freedom to choose is one of the most fundamental gifts we have, yet often it is overlooked or taken for granted. The very act of choosing empowers us. It allows us to take control of our destiny rather than letting the world or other people dictate our direction. When we make a choice, we are asserting our autonomy and exercising our will. This can be as simple as deciding what to eat for breakfast, or as profound as choosing a career path, a relationship, or a belief system. In each case, the ability to choose is a reflection of our capacity to influence the direction of our lives. The more conscious and intentional our choices, the more freedom we have to create the life we desire. Choice also means responsibility. When we choose, we take ownership of the consequences that come with those decisions. This responsibility is not a burden, but rather an integral part of the freedom that choice provides. The freedom to choose does not mean we are free from making mistakes, experiencing failure, or facing adversity. However, it does mean that we are free to learn from our mistakes, to course correct, and to make better decisions moving forward. In this sense, choice is the ultimate form of personal empowerment. It allows us to grow, evolve, and shape our lives based on what we learn from the choices we make. Too often, we give away our freedom by not making choices. We become passive participants in our own lives, allowing fear, uncertainty, or the opinions of others to make decisions for us. We might stay in situations that no longer serve us, hold back from pursuing our dreams, or settle for less than what we deserve simply because we're afraid of the unknown or worried about making the wrong choice. But the truth is, in not choosing, we lose our freedom. By not making a decision, we inadvertently allow other forces to decide for us. This is where true freedom lies, in our ability to make bold decisions, even if it means stepping into the unknown. The power of choice extends beyond personal freedom. It also affects how we relate to the world around us. When we make decisions, we send out ripples that impact not only our lives, but the lives of those around us. Our choices have the power to inspire others, to influence social change, and to create opportunities that benefit both ourselves and our communities. By choosing to act with integrity, compassion, and purpose, we can become a source of positive influence in the world. Our choices have the potential to lift others up, encourage collaboration, and foster a sense of shared responsibility for creating a better future. Choice is also tied to the concept of personal growth. It is through our decisions that we push ourselves to grow, take risks, and challenge ourselves in new ways. Every choice we make, especially the difficult ones, invites us to step out of our comfort zone and discover new strengths and abilities within ourselves. The more we exercise our power of choice, the more we realize our potential and our capacity for growth. We become more confident in our decision-making abilities, more resilient in the face of setbacks, and more capable of navigating the complexities of life. Another important aspect of choice is the freedom to change. Life is not static, and neither are we. Our desires, goals, and priorities evolve as we grow and experience new things. The ability to choose allows us to reinvent ourselves and our lives as needed. We can choose to leave behind old habits, beliefs, or situations that no longer align with who we are becoming. We can choose to embrace new opportunities, take on new challenges, and pursue new passions. This fluidity, the freedom to change, is one of the most empowering aspects of choice. It means that no matter where we are in life, we have the freedom to chart a new course, to redefine who we are, and to live according to our own vision. Choice also brings clarity. The more decisions we make, the clearer our purpose becomes. Our choices reflect our values and priorities, and as we make more intentional decisions, we gain a deeper understanding of who we are and what we want. The process of making choices helps to refine our vision for our lives and shapes our sense of identity. The more we choose consciously, the more aligned we become with our true selves, and the more freedom we feel in our lives. Finally, choice is a gift that we often overlook because it's so intrinsic to the human experience. It's easy to forget how powerful choice is when it's always available to us. But the reality is not everyone has the freedom to choose. Many people around the world are constrained by circumstances, governments, or oppressive systems that deny them the basic ability to make choices for themselves. When we recognize and embrace the power of choice, we are reminded of how fortunate we are to have this freedom and the responsibility to use it wisely. In the end, choice is freedom because it gives us the ability to create, to act, and to shape our own lives. The freedom to choose is the foundation of personal empowerment, growth, and transformation. When we embrace the power of choice, we reclaim our autonomy, we define our own path, and we open ourselves to a world of limitless possibilities. The freedom to choose is not just about making decisions. It is about living a life of intention, purpose, and authenticity. In conclusion, the power of decision, clarity, fear, momentum, commitment, and choice all intertwine to shape our lives in profound ways. Every decision we make, no matter how small, propels us forward, creating momentum that drives us toward our goals. Clarity in our decisions gives us the strength to act with confidence, while fear, if reframed, can become a powerful catalyst for growth and transformation. Commitment ensures that we remain steadfast on our path, embracing the challenges and sacrifices that come with the pursuit of our dreams. And perhaps most importantly, choice is the ultimate form of freedom. It is through our ability to choose that we gain the power to shape our future and become the architects of our own destinies. Each of these elements teaches us that the future is not something that happens to us, but something we actively create. The ability to make decisions, to commit to our actions, and to embrace the freedom of choice is within our control. The power lies not in the circumstances we face, but in how we respond to them. By embracing the power of decision, we unlock our true potential, live with purpose, and create the lives we truly desire. The journey starts with a single choice, and from that moment, we have the freedom to shape our path and define our success. Let us harness that power, make intentional decisions, and move forward with clarity, courage, and unwavering commitment.